cool.
What's up, chat? Welcome back to the stream. We're live with the T5S2 Invitational Group B Finals. These two players we have over here. Oh, I forgot to make them put their names in their score sheet. We have over here in the red, Isaac T, or aka Commander Cha-Cha, playing Death Guard versus Zach Points in the blue. Both of these players fought through many hard-fought games to get to this stage. The winner of this game will determine who makes it forward into the elimination stage for a final chance to play for the title of season champion. This is going to be an interesting one, chat, because it is the last hurrah. This may be the last streamed game we see with these old pre-nerf Death Guard. This is going to be a Mortarian's Hammer detachment being built, running it with the pre-nerf points values up against an Aeldari Warhost. Now, Warhost does have a lot of interesting pieces of technology they can use to fight the style of list. It's going to be very difficult for the Death Guard to interact with these vehicles that Eldar are bringing with them. We have multiple Wave Serpents in the Eldar list. Yeah. Both of those can use Fade Away to protect themselves from multiple combat activations, which means they are going to be relatively difficult for the Death Guard to pin down. These Death Guard armies are built very heavily on multiple small individual sort of offensive vehicles, and with those multiple vehicles, each activating independently, it's going to be difficult for them to actually kill from full an Eldar vehicle before they fade away and hide. And each of those vehicles is hiding 10 fire dragons, which, if they split their shots correctly, don't get scammed by invulnerable saves, and maybe get some lucky sustained hits as well, could potentially inflict some pretty serious damage onto these lighter vehicles. So it's going to be an interesting one to watch. We also have a little bit of kind of uninteractable shooting coming out of the Aeldari Falcon here. Looks like Eldar is putting everything on the table. We have Fuegan with 10 Fire Dragons in one transport, another unit of 10 Fire Dragons in a second transport, alongside a unit of 5 Dark Reapers with Maug and Ra. That unit's going to be hopping into this Falcon. The Falcon will grant them wound re-rolls thanks to fire support, in addition to its own anti-tank shooting. And then that means that the unit can be jumping out of a transport, blasting away with full wound rerolls, probably knocking down one of these light little vehicles, something like a Myphitic Blight Hauler, in one go before then hopping back into the transport. It is a Warhost detachment, so we have lots of ways to move after shooting to jump back in those transports and remain safe from the Death Guard shooting. That said, all of these units that begin the game on the battlefield are going to have a really tough time surviving the indirect fire coming out of this Death Guard army. Commander Cha-Cha over here is running a relatively standard, I almost said Victorian list, a Mortarian's Hammer list that's running triple Plague Burst Crawlers. So we have 3 sets of blasting indirect fire that can fire into these lighter units, potentially pulse mortal wounds out onto them and nearby enemies, and thereby either sort of whittle away the numbers on these Aspect Warrior teams, or straight up kill them before they get to sink into the fight. The other thing is that we also have this big unit of Storm Guardians in the back over here. I know there is a lot of kind of dead weight inside this unit. There's a lot of basic Storm Guardians just with standard weapons that Zach can choose to allocate wounds to, but that is going to be a lot lot of potential damage that can be thrown into that unit from the early game, thanks to all of the additional blast attacks that get shot into them from that indirect fire. Now, on top of that, we also have a Knight on the side of the table for the Death Guard, in addition to their Blight Launcher Bloat Drones and their Myphitic Blight Haulers and their Plague Burst Crawlers. This guy is not going to be the most useful thing in the world over here. He is going to be useful at gaining line of sight to multiple Aeldari units, and he does have a lot of individual weapon activations. So he has a missile launcher on the Carapace mount, 3 heavy stubbers, which is very relevant into Eldar, in addition to 2 rapid-fire battle cannons. Those all get the buffs, get essentially the benefits of Contagions of Nurgle, since they reduce enemy stats that are afflicted by contagions, which means that this thing's going to be operating basically at full effectiveness. this fact that it has so many individual shots means that it could potentially split its attacks and kill 2 to 3 Aeldari units in one go if it's just firing at these little 5-mans. However, that's a little inconsistent and not really what you want to be shooting at with this big brick. You want to be able to dump all of those attacks into a single target and really focus your damage into it. And outside of things like the Wave Serpents, potentially, very little in the Eldar army is statted well enough for the Knight to be able to do that. So that might be a little bit of, I don't want to say dead weight because it's not useless, but it's definitely not quite as efficient as it could be. And if any fire dragons get near it, it doesn't have that many defensive tech, any defensive tech in this detachment. No diabolic bulwarks, no feel no pains, no real stratagems to use at all. So it's most likely just going to go down to fire dragon activation. However, that said, I do think that it is probably going to just deploy on the side over here, and Commander Chacha is going to use it to bully around this side of the table. You could also drop it into Strategic Reserve. It doesn't appear that he's done that. He's just got some Death Star Terminators in reserve in order to force the Eldar to screen it off the table edge, but we'll see how it ends up operating as the game goes on. It should be an interesting one, because this is a very asymmetric matchup. Both of these armies are very good at killing each other, but neither of them really wants to be hit. However, obviously the Death Guard's efficiency does give them a little bit of an edge. Although the Aeldari can fight back, so we'll see how it goes. I'm excited. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for coming and hanging out. And we'll go ahead and drop a poll down. Who we think's going to win?
So you get all the way up here. Wow, that's crazy. Crazy waves for zoom. Zoom.
I know Commander Chacha was lamenting a little bit the map here. Well, one thing we could see from the Wave Serpents is a big boost from Star Engines turn 1. If Aeldari go first, one thing that Zach might elect to do is just play hyper-aggressive and try to kill as many of these vehicles in one go as possible. So he could Star Engines one of the Wave Serpents to move it 20-plus inches up the battlefield, I guess closer to 17-plus inches, depending on what he rolls for his Star Engines roll. And then trying to disembark from there and getting shots out. And I know that that's something that Isaac is not super excited about. He's a little bit worried about the capacity to get Alpha Struck. But obviously the same could be true for the Death Guard here. So a lot's going to be riding on this roll to go first. The second player obviously enjoys going second because of the scoring benefits it gives you. However, in this particular matchup, these armies may be incentivized to try to deal a killing blow early in the game.
Probably pivot a tiny bit, so actually try on that too, because
almost a gamble for the first turn. That's a little bit of it, and that is something that happens when you add the amount of indirect fire that the Mortarian's Hammer brings, because the second player is receiving so much damage, especially with how fragile these Eldar Aspect Warrior teams are.
That's the line we're looking at.
They could receive crippling amounts of damage on the first turn if they go second, regardless of their setup and where they deploy. So Zach might just be hoping he goes first and gets value out of all these units before those Plague Burst Crawlers start firing.
That he moves +2, so he's gonna move 9 plus a d6
+3.
Now we do have another game, the other finals game here for Group C is actually being decided in about 45 minutes, chat.
Which is,
I believe what I'm going to end up doing likely is recording that game, although I may end up putting it on the live stream on my second machine, and then either posting that up later this evening, or if I can get it set up, I'll put it on the stream. That I will obviously not be commenting that game unless this one ends really early, I guess.
Yeah. The safe deployment is we deploy him here, he walks behind this, and then he threatens all this side of the board.
That is harder to kill him there, I will agree.
Yeah. I guess the question we have to ask, do we need to pressure you, or do we need to play the long game?
You feeling lucky, punk?
Yeah. In my head, I'm just thinking here, I have a fear if we play the long game, you will just win off the bat, because you get to... You have Fire and Fade, and I don't.
The old Fire and Fade versus indirect question,
Yeah. I have the indirect, you have the Fire and Fade. What's be better here?
Yeah, the interesting conundrum between those two mechanics is that Fire and Fade requires line of sight, and Indirect doesn't. So Indirect gets to shoot regardless, even though it isn't very effective into the vehicles, the Falcon and the Wave Serpents. I don't know what this Falcon's doing in the corner over
What's
here.
the line to the Falcon?
I think that's a proxy, potentially.
Okay, so if I leave the spoiler... Maybe what we do is we go here. I go like this, and then I blow up a Falcon.
You wish. It's a little
So what I
weird.
like about this...
You see the Falcon, but not down this line, right?
Yeah, I think I just...
You may have difficulty actually seeing him there because of the wall.
So let's draw... Let's draw like, where the... I think we're good there. Because we just do like this here.
The Falcon's not deployed there, right?
Falcon, yeah, Falcon's here.
This is all you
God,
away here.
Oh my god. Deploy there.
I was like, okay.
Well, yeah, it's got to be back somewhere. Sorry. I forgot we were on, what's this called? Deployment.
There's a lot of pre-pressure going on to what I assumed was a proxy. This is the highest tier of Warhammer 40,000 you can possibly get, chat. Both these players are GT winners.
Sure.
Good thing we caught that. It would have been a really weird group finals. We were just infiltrating our transports. That actually does harken back to the Season 8 Invitational. We actually did have a player do that, assuming it being early in 10th edition, I guess, or earlier. Assuming that the infiltrate keyword gave your transports infiltrate as well. So if you put Pathfinders into a Devilfish, it would give it infiltrate. That's not how that works.
Melt the Knight, but
unfortunately for them. But this case, all right, figure that out. That's good.
Decisions.
Perfect, chat.
I'll take so much clock on me to decide this, because this is like basically this thing that decides how we're gonna play this game. There's two very different games here.
Just give the Falcon infiltrate, yeah. The thing that Aeldari needs is forward deploying transports. That's the one thing they don't have that they should.
You blow up. You'll basically kill one. You should kill one of the spoiler.
Obviously, it is save, so you never know. But I do believe 10 Fire Dragons with the strat should do it.
I think we're going to go for the safer option. I don't know if it's the correct choice. But we'll go over here. Just like this. So, like, one advance will get you back behind this wall.
Neat.
Like this. Cool. So we're going to play the safe. We're going to play the safer game. Maybe it's the wrong choice, but we will end up finding out.
There are many like it, but this one is yours.
Yeah, I don't know if Isaac particularly needs to play hyper aggressively here.
Are they up against the wall?
They are up against the wall. I'm fine if you charge Poxwalkers.
Sounds good.
I'll win. You're on your course engineer. I'll win versus Rangers. And,
the deadly Ranger.
If you're charging Fuegan or Magen Run to Poxwalkers away from transport, I'm fine with that.
Fuegan into Poxwalkers, let's go.
The main thing is I don't really want to get stabbed in the face by Lycus with this guy, so
27.
You go there. Yeah. I think he will probably just...
mission is just a nice and easy take and hold today, chat. So the... you just get 5 victory points for holding an objective, up to 15.
Cool.
Second player scores
So
into turn.
that's probably
We're doing a the group finals here are going to be the more consistent mission combinations.
a world deal like
And
this.
we got a little spicy earlier in the group with some Purge the Foes and things like that, but the finals here are going to be pretty classic.
No, that's fine. All right, go like that there. Don't have anything else forgetting. Nope. Yeah, let's see what happens.
Cool. Ready to rock?
Yep. See you guys first.
1, 2. Cool. Ciao.
Good luck.
Roll 3.
And that is Eldar with the first turn.
First.
I have some scouting.
Well, it looks like the defensive position was the right call for Death Guard here. Isaac chose not to take the gamble that he went first and ended up being rewarded for it
7.
by not just getting blown out by a Wave Serpent drop in the corner over here, clearing out this entire corner. We could still see it. I mean, we could Star Engine a Wave Serpent into the side here, drop a unit of Fire Dragons, potentially try to pick up both of these drones over here, and then hop back in. You almost certainly lose the Wave Serpent. Do you lose the Fire Dragons is the big question. We think probably is the answer, but we'll see. Again, very little in reserve for both of these players, although we do have up-downs available for the Eldar, so they can hop into reserve at
Redraw
the end of
turn
the
1.
opponent's turn.
4 Storm Hostile, which also redraws turn 1. Boop. 4 No Prisoners. Wow, they okay, I've been told to go.
This looks broken. Oh, it's definitely not working.
Okay.
That's for sure. Let me post it again and see if that helps. Sometimes YouTube adds weird cookies to links. So I'll do it fresh.
Bam. And I do something with my life. And delete all these various lines we've drawn to make the map slightly hideous. I have 5 Eldar Cool Shit tokens. I'll set this back to state 1. Neat. In the command phase, this objective, stickies, I think state 4? Oh, got it wrong. State 5. Got it right. Alrighty. And then Mr.
All right, that link should work for the lists. That was
and head over here.
YouTube abbreviation error there. Should be good now.
And see it.
We'll get them in the robot as well, so they'll be available on command.
17 right to there. So we'll spend a token and do that. Add 17 right to there. And then disembark some bros.
So it looks like we're just going to try to knock out the Myphitic Blightholler here with the Dark Reapers.
Bros, go!
Fortunately for them, they ignore the defensive aspects of Smokescreen right now. The Myphitic Blighthollers do have a smoke launcher. The bloat drones don't, but the ground-based vehicles are able to. And
there's no range issue now.
But the Dark Reapers don't really care about that. Outside, I guess Maugan-Ra, I don't think it naturally ignores cover. But he's... Oh, he does. Just kidding. I'm a liar. But he's also just mostly fishing for devastating, so it doesn't matter that much. So this will be hopefully a nice pickup to start the trading game early. Might lose the Falcon to shooting down the center of the battlefield, but it will take multiple... If it takes multiple activations, a fadeaway could hide it behind this trade feature.
3 inches. Oops. 3 inches right there. Make you an Exarch with your longer gun. How about that? You need to be out here. That might be too far. It is. So back you go. Neat. Make sure everyone has line of sight to this Myphitic. Will do their best to shoot it. Neat. These Rangers will shuffle forward onto this objective.
What got Contagion? Sorry.
Oh, it's minus 1 AP. Sorry, I always forget to say it because I always take minus 1 AP at Hammer because there's literally no reason not to.
What were the unit picks though?
You do use big some units.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 2 things. It's Falcon and Lycus. Those are the 2 that care.
Okay.
Falcus and Lycus. You got it. Okay. I'll shuffle my Rangers. Although I shouldn't use the word shuffle. It implies that they're zombies, which are out there. So they'll be on the objective here now with looks like 2 dudes. It's the maximum that can really fit there. Nido. And then move some other stuff. Circle into 2 to run around. One can run around. Serpent 2 will spend a token down to 3 and star engines. That's not very star engines of you. They'll go 3 extra inches. So before I lose their position, I'll get a little copy going here. Going 17, so you can clear right there. Going 8, 9, and then 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 out to here. Got 3 more inches.
Oh, chat, we are really going for it right now.
OTTS. Yeah, this is the other problem with these Eldar models is that they have like invisible blocks underneath them. But you're right for this wall, 3 inches. Somewhere out over here. Also pivot and go 1. I could be up against the wall. I'll middle fiddle with it like this. I want to be. We disembarked over here, shoot some stuff.
That's weird.
If I'm up against this wall, I disembark. I guess is it 9? It's like a melt a guy. Which doesn't blow me away as far as options, but it's not terrible. Which I think I like. I feel to go a little bit straighter if I jump on the long edge. So this is 8 up to here. Oop, back 8. And then I have 17, so I have 9 left. Yeah, so I can go a little further if I go straight. Oh, brother. No! Okay. I could also go 7 and pivot, but that's really worse. Yeah. So maintaining. Oh no. Maintaining this and just being right up against the wall. I'll deal with TTS here and do my best. So 8. And then 9. Brother. Well, I'll leave it as close as I can, but it's right up against the wall here. Right. I'll do it.
If you want to lock it and just gizmo it up in,
yeah,
you can give it a pause for that.
I'm not great at the gizmo tool.
Because you just want it to be like here, basically.
Yeah, basically. Ooh. Yeah, at least want to be within 9. So I guess we're slightly closer along this edge, but yeah.
Where at?
We want like our corner to be locked into the edge of the pillar, I think.
Okay, so like here.
Yeah, and now let's get out like, over here. Are these one or 2 separate pieces of terrain?
That's a single piece.
Single piece. So I think this should probably work because then we get out over like here.
I was just verifying the diagram, but if they have flush sides, I believe universally they're single pieces.
You get like here or something, and go like a dude in Delta range, maybe 2, 3 inches right there. Is that legal? 3 inches, right? Top down, right here, slightly back. So no, I have 1 dude in Delta range. Does that seem right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then this guy's a longer Melter range, and we don't care about him.
Okay.
Because he's melted 12 or 9 rather, so you can melt other people.
Oh, excuse me. You know? They are separate pieces. That was my mistake.
Okay. Then I have to make sure I have
they
one.
They have the little icon next to them,
which I can do out of this. Yeah, that's not too. Well, that's not hard. We got our little gun over there. Should be fun. So we have 1 regular boy Melta, 1 Exarch Melta, and everyone else is going other places.
Oh, good stuff, chat. The bounding box is the problem, yeah. Yeah, we had a little discussion as well. There were a couple micro measurements on one of the Eldar vehicle models that we had to kind of rule around because it's slightly different than the IRL model. But obviously, the goal is to
figure out where they would go.
Play with as close to the IRL miniature as we can in Tabletop Simulator here. Obviously, it's not 100% perfect because we are using a digital recreation of a physical object, but in some cases, the digital recreations off by a couple of centimeters or millimeters, and that can change things for hull measurement, especially. For base measurements, it doesn't usually matter, but for hull measurement, it's a big deal.
Fit more men. 3 inches from you is a little bit better. There. Get these men's over here.
Tested the serpent with IRL measurements. If you scale it down 2 times, it's the right size. Yeah, that's actually exactly what we got to as well.
There's probably a coherency issue.
So we did rescale these ones slightly before the game, just to ensure that they could slot in between the terrain features just fine. That was a big issue back in the day, if anybody remembers OG T5S2, back in like Season 1. The entire Drukhari range was either about twice as big or small. About 50%. About 50% too large or too small. And you had Venoms the size of Intercessors. And Raiders the size of...
Fit with the rest of his bros.
I don't know, like Knights. It was wild.
An option. Maybe a terrible one. And they have their 2 tokens. Cool. I will face them down for now because they will not get out yet. But I just want to see where they could go. These here dudes can move as well. Can go 7. Have options. Now my CP is a little booked as far as grenades goes, so they're not like super optimal at this.
Great 99, thank you for the super chat. I don't know why it didn't come up in the through the thing. Unless I did and I just didn't hear it. Might not have my monitor on, actually.
Your line of sight. Right here. $18 after there. Could do something with that.
Oh yeah, I think I had the audio off. I apologize for that. But thank you for the super chat. Behold the fiery destroyer of worlds. Here comes the fire dragons. They're ready for it. Yeah, I wonder if we're going to try to do some movement blocking here to protect the Wave Serpent in the center. Make it difficult for the Death Guard to come back in and restrict that thing's reactive movement. And this is one of the reasons that Eldrad, I think, is a very crucial part of this composition. Because without him, this really aggressive turn 1 would not be possible.
Where you can go. 14.
Because it does cost 2 command points to get both of these units back into the transports. Neither of them have a built-in Fire and Fade. So we're going to have to use a CP for Fire and Fade and 1 CP for Skyborn Sanctuary. Eldrad gives us the second CP top of turn 1, so...
Yes, it's a challenge, but...
Can use all of that.
Never use the front. The front seems to not have the issue. It could be like up in here. Disembark these along this line.
Oh, jeez. Is every single unit disembarking? Is this the play, chat? Every single transport disembarks its occupants and we go all in? No way.
Move that serpent there.
Just hoping you can kill. This is, I guess, a kill potentially for if we get lucky.
Out.
Oh, man. I think it is. Oh, we are 100% in, chat. Let's go. The goal is to kill maybe a PBC and or 4 drones, top of 1. And if we can do it, maybe we can attrition out to a victory there. Oh my gosh. Too many disembarkations. Not enough disembarkations, chat. Zach should have taken more transport so he could disembark more stuff on the top of the first turn.
Makes sense. Those two there. We got it there. We're not going to go 12 or anything.
Yeah, the Death Shroud are off for a turn. We don't have to deal with those guys. They do the anti-infantry flamers on those things could potentially, if you hit something in contagion range, knock a 5-model aspect squad by themselves before the Death Shroud even gets stuck in. So they're dangerous once they arrive.
We get your gun on this line.
Oh boy, chats! But this is going to give the knight something to feast on, I think, right off the bat here. Whether, I guess, maybe the Dark Reapers can just hide on this line. If we can clear these 2 drones, very little shoots them on that line, and I don't know if the knight's going to get a line of sight back. So we might be able to leave the Dark Reapers out, put both Fire Dragons back in the Wave Serpents, and then force Commander Cha-Cha to deal with those.
Longer range along with the Exarch. Last 2, I think, would be SOL.
Oh, man, chat. What a turn 1.
Reaches up to here. Line of sight and within 24 on them. These 2 guys would just be sad. So that's an option. They'll pop out over there. Where are their tokens? I've misplaced their tokens. There we are. And then we have Lickus if she wants to go on a bonanza as well. Which she kind of doesn't, but, you know, comes the breaks.
She kind of doesn't, but she is about to get Plague Burst Crawlered.
She can zip off 24 without even needing a token.
Kind of importantly, at the very least, because she's been contagion to begin with, she basically needs to construct a 3-inch
I want so many CP. I wish I
social distancing zone from her other units so that they don't catch the spores if she gets hit.
1, 2 here, I think. Could just been 1.
There's a greater incentive for the Plague Burst Crawlers to shoot at her right now because they trigger their mortal wounds more easily.
We don't really need Lickus unless we're sustaining, though. And sustaining costs me one of these fire invades, which I'm not in love with.
This is World Eater's energy, indeed.
There's an argument that you're going to kill these guys no matter what you do. That doesn't necessarily matter.
Yeah, an engagement from
immediately
a boosted Lycus squad could be helpful for sure. There's very little in the form of melee attacks. Obviously, like the Blight Haulers do have 4 AP1 melee attacks, so they're actually not too bad at swinging, but they're not going to kill a whole unit by themselves. You're going to take a little bit of damage on the way in, but for the most part, like what? You're going to fight a Lord of Contagion, I guess? Or Lord of Virulence, excuse me.
And we need you over here. Prevent your movement. That's easy. Over here.
The Knight is a Despoiler, double battle cannon. It will most likely clear the Warp Spiders just with its stubbers, but it won't be able to fire its main cannons in a melee, so it will be trapped there for a little bit if you engage it.
In which case you obviously need to be coherent. Move there and just make things difficult. And then we'll have some spiders, but don't think Lickus wants to do this. I think that's our plan. These guys pop out. They spend a token and turn off Overwatch, just in case anyone has any fun ideas. Not that the Overwatch is that good, but because we can. Lickus moves around a smidge. She'll shuffle up. I guess I'll move the... Yes, this is the correct squad. The squad that is not Lickus first. This guy. Plunge this wall. Back slightly. Over here slightly. There you go. Boop. 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 A little one into the side of the wall too, but that's done over there. And then Lycus can be over here. Her buds. Her best buds. Got a token. Don't think even seeing through terrain, you're going to see her with your tall ass dude. No. No, don't think so. This guy can go 10. It's not going to happen. This guy can go 10.
So no Lycus push.
Here. You're tall.
Gonna keep them for later.
It.
I'm a little worried about that those mortal wound output, because every time you lose a warp spider, it gets a little dangerous.
Neat.
Especially if you have to take random mortals on your Exarch, because you might lose him to a flicker jump
Check.
later on.
Check. They're good. My random warrior guys will wander off over here and prepare to screen. Y'all screen for ice screen. Okay. And then you guys are stationary and
Thanks, Zach.
good to go. Do some shooting. This Falcon shoots out my Pittock Light Hauler. I will shoot a Bright Lance at you on a 3. You hear, by the way? I know I just talked to myself for a long time.
Yep.
So it's not, okay. A Bright Lance on a 3. No. A Pulse Laser on 3s. 2 hits. Strength 9. Wounds on, I think, 4s, right? Your T3 or T9?
Yeah.
Yeah. 1 save, AP2.
Goes through.
D6 damage for 6. Whee! And then a Shuriken Cannon within 24. Yep, good there. 3s, 1 lethal, and then 5s, just 1 save AP1, you have cover and such. 2 damage. And then Morgan Ra will shoot you. I have learned that I think you're supposed to roll his 5-up now, just like you do, which is kind of a weird activation order, but into the hauler on a 5-up, he does your same spore thing.
Yeah, that's so it doesn't pull casualties out of range.
5-up, he does not.
So you can determine it
And then I roll their
at the time it activates.
The missile launcher Exarch hits on a 2, he misses. The 4 Reaper launchers hits on 3s. They wound on 3s. 3 saves, AP2 ignores cover.
10. Does he explode? No.
1 Myphitic White Hauler down. Neat, that's them done. Both this side's done. Then we'll over here. I believe has no legal targets because it's not wholly within this terrain and obviously can't see anyone. This Wave Serpent over here I think has only 1 legal target, and it's the Lotron, so he'll shoot it. He has a Twin Linked Bright Lance. Hits on a 3, no. He's got a Shuriken Cannon. Hits on 3s, 1 lethal, wounds on 5s, just 1 save, AP1, 2 damage.
Yeah, that Falcon had no chill, for sure.
And then
He came for blood.
Wagon Squad. Everyone who can shoots this guy, which is not these 2 dudes. And we do it. Wagon hitting on a 2, and then wounding on a 3, 1 save, AP4.
Sure.
D6 damage for 4. And then the Fire Dragon Exarch hitting on a 3, wounding on a 3.
Good.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Fire Dragons. This is the thing I'm supposed to be doing. I will slow roll 2 of them off the bracket. I mean, I could do it 1 at a time. I don't know how Trevor feel about this, but I need to hold on until I see the Aspect Shrine amount, so I can do it 1 at a time, I suppose. It's just agonizing.
I think that's the case for damage and saving throws. I don't think that the rules have a cutout for hit rolls on
So I can do
auto
like,
flips.
all my hits, then all my wounds, and then say, okay, I want you to roll your saves, and then I'll wait to see if I flip these failed wounds.
So if you want to do it mid sequence, then you'd have to slow roll the wounds.
Okay.
Otherwise, so you can either slow roll to then flip while you in the middle of seeing the damage, right? Or you can fast roll and then flip immediately before handing the saves over. The
I need to
saves,
slow roll the whole way through.
You would have to slow roll the whole way, all the wound rolls, if you want to use an Aspect Shrine token in the middle of the wound roll, in the middle of wounding with that.
I'll do all the hits, and then I slow roll the wound rolls.
Cool.
Because then I get to see about the Aspect Shrines.
Yeah. Then, we'll slow roll wounds and saving throws and damage.
Sounds good. So 3s to hit with rerolls. And then I pull these off to the side and wound on 4s. So that's 1 save. And then damage, rerolling because I'm a Fire Dragon for 2. And then the next one, wounding on a 4, rerolling for a save. That one's good. Next one, wounding on a 4 for another save. And that one needs to roll at least a 2, which it does.
Sounds good.
And then this whole exercise was academic. Cool. That's them done. They need to.
Don't need rerolls if you roll like that. Yeah, just roll good enough. It doesn't matter. Then any attack sequencing you might want to do doesn't make a difference. If you just convert all your attacks, it's fine. Okay, 2 drones down, chat.
The whole thing just to have a random extra shot, which I didn't need to do. And they will shoot. We kind of have to decide where they're going to do. The 2 or the melted guys going into the magnetic light hauler. That's easy. And then I think everyone else has clean options, except for this guy, obviously. Melted both. So we can go 1 Melta into the hauler, 1 Melta into the Myphitic light launcher.
There's line here, yeah, because we determined these are separate.
Yeah, I think they're.
It was from his gun, I guess.
Yep, his gun is put down to grab the line. 1, 2,
good enough,
3,
I suppose.
5, 6, 7 other guys.
Save the Aspect Shrine tokens for spicy Overwatch. Yeah.
4 and a Melta.
That would be cool.
And then 3 and a Melta. No, we'll reverse it. So it's 4 and the Exarch into this guy. 3 and the 1 guy in Melta range.
I have a sneaking suspicion Zach's about to burn a bunch of command points here.
Start with.
So I have a sneaking suspicion he's going to be a little bit, little strapped going into the next turn.
Shooting,
but we'll see.
Hitting on 3s, rerolling. You do kind of a bad job. Slow rolling now, wounding on 4s, rerolling, 1 save. Neat. And then wounding on 4s, another save.
Good.
And then I have the Exarch hitting on 3s, rerolling. Terrible job. 0 out of 10. And then the other guys, there are 3 of them. Regular, all hits. Oop, I did it fast, so that's on me. Rerolling. And then we'll just go 1 flip here to hand you 2 saves.
Both.
Neat. Get one of these flips out of here. And then their damage is 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'll reroll the 3. End up with 5, 6. And then we do the Exarch. Or not the Exarch, the 1 guy in Melta range. He hits on a 3. He wounds on a 4. And he ends with another save.
I fail it. Do I want to reroll that?
There is 1 other blaster gun shooting if you care.
That's true.
There's also the possibility of grenades, but that seems like not a great option.
I'll see if you reroll it.
Cool.
Spend SCP. Reroll save.
Whoa, the conversion.
Well, that makes me sad.
That's big.
We shoot with these guys. They'll throw their shuriken pistol, blaster, and then this guy's shuriken pistol is this dude.
Cool.
These don't heal, right? They're just like, they do their stupid mortal thing.
Correct, yeah.
3 shuriken pistols into the hauler. 2 hits. No wounds. Blaster into the hauler. Rerolls 1s, because you are not on an objective to wound, or to hit rather, but I think it's strength 8 and fails to wound. Indeed. How's that?
Ugh.
Well, that looks good.
So the non-flaking unit's entirely flubbing here.
Move on to the charges, which I don't
Did half of 1 drone worth of damage, so we only killed 2.
And and hop.
with that push. I don't know if that's enough to make this worth it.
Alrighty. I will have no prisoners 2 units.
Oh.
And I will have not assassinated any characters. I don't get a CP for assassinating that character, so or for throwing away. So I'll hold on to it for now, so I can throw it away in your turn. Over to you.
Cool. Goes to me. I'll draw my cards. Coal and secure. Is Eldrad's unit coal eligible?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is a big unit.
That's fine. Do we get an extra CP? We do. Yes, coal's just a dead card, but you know, it's what it is. Let's get that. Alright. Let's plan this out here. What do we want to do? Cool.
Those poor fire dragons. Yeah, they're getting ridden up with a citation after this game for sure. Yeah, so reserves check here. We have a unit of Death Threat Terminators with a Lord of Contagion in reserve for Commander Cha-Cha.
Serpent here, that is important.
Nothing in reserve for Eldar. That doesn't mean nothing can be in reserve because they can up down into reserve with the stuff near the edges of the battlefield. But 2 fire dragon units obviously in the transports. 1 fire and fade, 1 Skyborn Sanctuary to hop back in over there.
Don't get rapid fire with this guy.
The Dark Reapers over here jumped out, but they are going to live outside the transport now. They're not going to get back in today.
Notably, this Falcon is on the terrain.
Something Lycus versus the Tallyman would have been gold. That is fair. I don't know what the distances look like there because Lycus was sort of in the back corner. 27 maybe? There's a Poxwrecker charge in the middle here, so it would have been maybe a little bit awkward.
This is the question because it overhangs?
And I don't... and it might have opened up some weird overwatches too.
Question. I don't know.
Yeah, because you have to go all the way to the corner to get the 3-inch the Melta.
On this terrain. Mr. Krabby.
What's the question, sorry?
Am I obliged to be touching this terrain unless visible through it?
Are you... yeah, if you go to this corner, then yes, you are inside the train.
Yeah, gotcha. I guess I didn't want to do that, but I didn't say anything at the time, so...
Yeah, I don't know if that would have changed the measurements.
I think if you... Yeah, because I think you were exactly 6 inches, right? So if you pull off, you wouldn't be in Melta range with the guy.
I see your point. Because is it locked right now? It's locked. If I unlock, it's probably going to explode. Yeah. Gotcha. I didn't know that at the time, but I guess there's not a lot we can do about it. I don't know. Is there a good solution to that, Trevi, or we just do it?
Yeah, I think you did declare that you wanted to be basically adjacent to this corner, and that is within the terrain feature, so yeah, that is where it is.
Yeah. If you were not in Melta range, I would totally fine with pulling back. Which is because we're exactly 6.
Yeah, I just wasn't aware that I had to be on it, but I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, the walls are not like adjacent to the edge here, so right. So if you are touching the wall, then you are overlapping this area.
Sounds good. Yep.
So honestly, the spoiler probably shoots that. The problem is the fire dragons popping out is gonna be hard to deal with. Here's so many transports. Too many transports.
Too many transports on the dance floor.
So probably gonna try a long court shot with Falcon here. With play bursts. Just spoiler, Wave Serpent, Spawn and Bloatrone into high fire dragons that hopefully pop out, because I'm hopefully my spoiler can kill Wave Serpent. Pretty pleased, I believe in you.
Fingers crossed.
Indirect Lycus. Yeah, that seems like the plan, I guess. Can't really do much about it. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna redraw any cards. I want my CP for other stuff. We'll Battle Shock the Malefic. Like, he's Battle Shocked. Not that that should really matter.
Yeah, if that comes up.
So grab one. Let's grab one. Just so I don't forget. Doop. Okay, so let's get started. So if you disembark, you should guarantee. I guess if the spoiler doesn't fail to kill, you should guarantee be out in the middle somewhere. So this guy here can go out 10 inches here. He flies, so he doesn't worry about being around buddies. He also toe tap the objective here because that gives me my secure, hopefully. And then he basically has thing there, so no matter where you disembark, I can shoot you in the face.
I mean, I could disembark up here, yeah.
Yeah, so at the world, if you disembark here, you're disembarking on this side of the train, which then I'm happy with.
Okay, because there is a spot like here in this triangle, if that matters to you.
Are you able to fit all 10 guys there?
Probably not. Some of them could die. The spoiler could mean I can move. Like,
right out the edge of shadow there, that is. Yeah, looks like it's there. So yeah, I don't think that's gonna fit 10 guys.
Just don't want to be surprised.
Yep, because you fit probably 3 guys here, and the other 7 are gonna have.
I don't believe any of the.
That's fine.
So the weird thing about the terrain diagrams, chat, is that
if you do end up beside the side of the wall,
like sort of vertical elements on the diagrams are largely suggestions because they are very rarely consistent between IRL playgroups. But I don't believe, that being said, I don't believe any of them has the wall flush with the edge of the terrain feature. If you look at the diagrams, the walls are all explicitly just offset by about, I don't know, a half to a quarter inch off of the edge of the terrain feature. Assuming that that's intentional. I'm not sure.
Let's think about that. Actually, so let's do. I guess what we can do is put the spawn here, so you can't disembark here.
Sure.
So then you are stuck being shot by Bludgeon.
Sounds rude, but
seems fine.
I understand it.
Cool. And then. Yeah, I think Blight Hauler is just gonna stand over here.
Safety first.
All right, chat. I'm gonna go quiet here for a little bit. I'm gonna go set up my second stream. I'm gonna be live streaming the second game. I won't be commentating that one, but it will be in a separate stream event.
Let's do.
I will post that once it's live.
Crawler. Number 1. Then I go up here. Hi everyone. Point gun. That's Spooky Scary Falcon.
Cool.
Cool. These Poxwalkers are pretty chill in there. They don't really want to move. Why does the line keep going to the... I don't understand what's going on here. Why does it keep defaulting to the... There we are. Alright, so... The spoiler, I think, wants to go... over here. Yeah, so something like that. It's fine. 10 inches is here. And then he has the option just to go stand up here, shoot all the things next turn. We can drop the stubbers into these Void Reavers. Seems fine. This boat drone is not really doing much here. Because I don't. What's 36 off of this is not really in range for him. So he probably is just going over here and providing options for future up here. I think he'll advance him for 5. Cool. So he's gonna go over here. Just make sure we're screening it. Pushing Eldrad back so he doesn't pop back in this corner over here. So make sure he can't fit a base along the old corner there. So yep. So Eldrad can come up here, and
sure.
You know what? That's fine. Cool. I think we're gonna Kool-Aid Man this Plagueburst Crow through the wall for a CP.
Cool.
Down to 1. Because that will get him over here. Into Falcon range. Actually, maybe not. Falcon, where's the edge of your butt? I think I'm right there. So, I think I just need to...
Wiggle him in there a little bit.
Yeah, so I think we can get there.
You don't have to sweat it too hard.
Yeah. Another hitbox being weird.
Yeah, the hitbox is annoying.
Yeah. There. So we'll shoot him first because he can be definitely pull that range. And this guy here, there's a world. If you roll big enough reactive, how many tokens do you have left? 1?
I have 1. If I roll anything at all, I guess I'll be able to rotate slightly and be out of range.
Yeah, so we'll shoot him first, and this one is one maybe depending on what you really might be out of him.
That one
So,
requires a bigger effort, I think. Yeah.
yep, so that's fine. This guy, he's not. What he's gonna do is he's gonna go over here and shoot Raw in the face. This is direct fire guns, right? Yeah, Raw in the face, get shot.
Sounds good.
And then yeah, Lord of Virulence probably advance here. Because 5. Yeah, he'll advance. Boom! Look at him go. So he'll stand on the line of sight to give this guy real, because he's not gonna be range for his real hits because that's 30 inches, but he can give him the real ones to wound because that is just he needs to draw on that side.
Sounds good. I just need to make sure there's line of sight here, but seems right. Goes like this. Now it wants to be from this side out over here. Could you pick up the flavor color real quick and then we can put it back?
Yeah, because I'm just here. This makes it easier because the red line is the line of sight, right line there.
Yeah.
And just extend it. It touches his gun.
But inside the terrain, which you cannot see through.
Oh, that's true. I guess we'll just go like this. Is another 4 inches movement, so I'll just go like that.
There you go. Yeah, that'll do it. You can find a way to do it. Yep, there you go.
Sounds good. All right. Cool. Let's see what happens here. All right. We'll go ahead and start with the spoiler. The spoiler's gonna shoot everything into Wave Serpent. We'll put the stubbers will go into the Blood Reavers.
Cool. I guess I could lightning quick here. You have.
It's gonna be 46 plus 12 shots, strike 10, AP2 damage 3.
You're gonna be wounding, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s, saving on 4s. I could put you 4s down the line, but I won't. Continue.
Cool. Here are the number of shots. So 23. I'll be hitting you on 3s. Cool. I'll be wounding you on 4s. I'll use a floating wound roll here, because that seems fine. Will be 9 4-ups.
3, 6, 9, 11, 12, 15, I die, to explode. No. Get out some guys.
Cool. And then while you do that, I'll shoot the stubbers into the Corsairs. 18. They're not stealth, right? I'm not crazy.
No, there's dudes.
Yeah, okay. And then moving on to twos.
Something like this. Boop. 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 And then like boop.
Reasonable to do.
Sounds good. That's at a 3, I think, right?
Sorry? Yeah, you'd be outside 3.
Cool.
Cool. It's 5 plus blast, so 6 shots. Oop.
Because it's 3, 4, 5, yeah. 5 shots. Because I'm last 1 now. The guy died.
Yeah, I roll a 3, it's plus 2. And then
plus 2?
Plus,
Neat. Cool.
4 saves at AP2. I believe you can see all of you though, so cover doesn't matter. So I guess the 8 beyond contagion didn't actually matter.
Yes, it's just AP2. Yep. Bam. Kills the wounded guy and a guy. I could run away now, which is a temptation. I could stick around for a chance at points, or I could not stick around and maybe be alive. So I'll run away. Go 7 inches away.
Big zooms.
This guy advanced, he can't shoot. These guys can run 7 inches off. Somewhere right over here. Here's 7 inches. Something like that. Target is now ineligible, so I guess we just want to be as far away as we can be to be ineligible. We don't hate pushing you out of rapid fire range either. So we be a little closer. Neat.
Cool. All right, let's go to what you call it? Go to the player's draw order. Doesn't really matter anymore because you are now not able to move the Falcon.
Correct. So, that's
I guess we'll shoot. We'll shoot the. I get this one here. He'll shoot his direct fire guns at the Falcon, and we are going to put the equivalent interact here, but you're not contagion, so you're saving on 3s. That's kind of sketchy. It doesn't really do much. But we're going to put our indirect into Lycus because that's fun.
Sounds good.
Do we strike Lycus by spores? We don't. The other spore fighters, we don't. Mortar. Laser cannons into the Falcon.
Give me with some entropy, baby.
Cool. 1 hit. 1 wound. AP4, effectively.
Yeah, because 3 + 1, and then it's cover, so.
What's up, Chance? We are back.
Cool.
Had a little bit of
Oh, good enough.
a tiny hiccup there.
Cool.
With
And then
one,
here
I guess
is-
I've never streamed twice, two times
I
simultaneously
guess
before.
Why not?
Sure.
Doesn't hurt. Reeling 1's wound. Nothing.
So hopefully nothing goes horribly wrong.
I think I 2 wounds.
Let me grab the link for you guys and make sure it's all working. Okay.
Yeah, because
Oh,
AP1
Has one, yeah.
plus
It does 2 damage.
cool, fun stuff. And then mortar into Lycus.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it doesn't look like it's working. Okay.
9 shots.
May just need to record the second game here, chat. I don't understand why it's not working, but that's okay.
And that's no real ones. I can't see you. 4 saves at AP2.
Okay, it's just lethal.
Yep.
Cool. On regular dudes. Kills guy.
Cool. This guy here, he's gonna put his direct fire into you.
Cool.
He'll put his stubber into the fire dragons, because why not?
Sure.
And then his indirect into Lycus still.
Sounds good.
Do I strike Lycus by spores? I do. The other guys, I don't. Big funny guns into the Falcon. It's 1 hit. Do I reroll that hit? Because if I don't reroll it, I don't kill you, no matter what.
True.
What am I thinking to see on? Nothing important. Next turn, I don't really have defensive strats against you that matter, because my suit charge is not really relevant.
Well, you say
Or
that, but
actually
your
not also
CP reroll to save the dude.
Yep, so I will CP reroll the hit here.
Cool.
Both hits. Cool. And only 1 wound. So sad.
6 up. Goes through.
2 damage.
Oh, well, down to 8. The slugger is just as good as the entry cannon.
Yeah. Didn't even bracket you. So sad. Too bad. Alright. Stubber. Fire dragons. You're currently T3, so 1 save. AP1. You cover that.
Kills
Kill
it.
the fire dragon. Cool, into Lycus. 9 shots again, because I only killed 1 guy, so. Hey, look at that. That's a nice roll there. 4 more saves again.
You killed 1 guy, so this is still just regular saves. AP 2 with
Yeah,
cover.
you passed one. Yeah. And then strike by spores, I do 2 mortal wounds to you.
Cool. So that'll kill a guy. and wound the Exarch. Well, I guess you have guys left to shoot. We have one more mortal left to go in here, and I want the Exarch alive, so we'll not kill the Exarch.
Cool. All right, last mortar. Gonna indirect you again. It's this one here. I believe he does still have line to guys.
Mm-hmm.
I think I do. At least a little check. Yep, he does. So you can still see the fire dragons.
Mm-hmm.
The direct fire going to fire dragons because he's nothing. I guess, do we shoot raw or we shoot fire dragons? What is more efficient overall? I think the fire dragons, just because raw doesn't actually have. He's not gonna have wound rerolls next turn. And killing one Dark Reaper or like one or two Dark Reapers is lots of impact on killing one or two fire dragons. I think on average here. So yeah, we'll direct fire everything to the fire dragons.
Cool.
Do I strike like by spores? I don't. The other squad, I do not. Cool. Laser cannons into fire dragons. Both miss. Good talk. Stubbers into fire dragons. 2 saves.
Good.
Cool. And then mortar into Lycus. Oof, minimum shots. You only have 4 models left, right?
Yes, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. I have 4 models left. 3 models, actually. Cool. Dudes. Good.
Dang. Lycus pays 100% of the 5-ups, 37.
This was really into the 5-ups.
Yeah, 4-ups, sorry. Oh, yeah, either way.
4-ups. Yeah.
Alright, well, it wasn't an incredible turn, but we killed the Way Serpent, we got decent turn fire dragons, so I would have liked it a little bit more, but, is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go to charge o'clock. I'm going to charge and try to touch the Way Serpent to make you so you don't go a bazillion inches. With an 8. Don't base you because the wall is in way, so we'll just go stand here next to you.
Sounds good.
Just bump in so you don't go 22 inches with your Ray Serpent.
It didn't feel bumpy.
That would be annoying. That would be annoying. Cool. And then let's do punches. So I guess I have 3 attacks. Nothing. Good talk.
I guess I'd punch you back with my 3 attacks. Punch. Nothing. Good talk.
Alright, that is the end of my turn. I'll get a secure. I'll discard my Call the Horde.
Cool.
And I'll pass to you.
Neat. I will choose to drop Assassinate at the end of your turn. I will spend a CP to uppy downy Eldred's giant squad of friendos.
Can't say I've dropped.
Cool.
Power battle round, I need to mark my dudes again.
Sure.
Let's do. I think Falcon still makes a pretty good stronger sense here. Because he's in the back. I could mark Raw, but he is almost certainly getting back in transport because you only have 2 Fire and Fade units now, so he probably Fire and Fades.
All right, chat. The second game is live. I figured it out.
Either you're considering this turn, or I'm
We're learning on the fly here.
Actually, I think she's probably.
And here is the link in the chat.
12, so I can't.
And we can go back to watching this game. So if you are interested in that game, that is Chaos Knights versus Astra Militarm, Recon Guard versus Infernal Lance. And those players already played one time before, but that's going to determine the Group B
I don't
finals.
think I have any Battle Shocks. Maybe on Lycus. No, she's at exactly half. You have no Battle Shocks. Ooh, that's time to me. Score my 10, or whatever it is in Take Gold. Yeah, it's 10. And then get 2 of these bad boys. Sabotage Mark for Death. You want to mark some stuff for me?
Yep, we're going to Mark for Death. I think the Despoiler seems reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
The Bloat Drone that's in the corner over here. And then 27. Yeah, you aren't really in range to actually get her, so we'll do time, man.
Tell me, you got it. I'll give you guys to lay flat, please. Here you go. So we could be looking at coming down over there. I think that's a not terrible option. I'm marking the bloat drone, and you mark the Tallyman, the spoiler, and what was the last one? Sorry,
The bloat drone in the corner. I guess actually you could probably Eldred him. So let's actually make it.
Definitely Eldred him for
You
sure.
really want to, yeah. Let's make it. Who would make it? Let's make it the back plague scroll over here. So we'll swap that.
This one back here. You got it. Okay. Alright. Go back to 5 Eldar Cool Boy tokens. And we're off to the races. You guys are going to run around. You guys want to get out and do some stuff?
Clever shot.
Sabotage, a bit of an awkward draw for this turn. I think Zach could potentially complete that with the big Guardian brick that went into reserve. But it looks a little spicy. Oh, I guess the Rangers as well. There is a danger of the Poxwalkers running in if they don't get engaged here. They're in a pretty safe spot. That is fair. The downside, obviously, is the Plague Burst Crawlers is the issue. They have a pretty solid chance at knocking out the Rangers if they declare a full round action. Whereas that big brick, it has minus 1 to be wounded. It has a bunch of ablative wounds on its Serpent Scale platform, plus all of the extra Storm Guardians it has. So that one's unlikely to actually get taken out in one go.
And then 5 more. Could end over here. Get some melt on these 2 dudes. Whatever. 15, not melt on that guy. Melt on the other dudes.
Well, you have to disembark at the start of your move, not the end, because you feel like you can't disembark.
How rude. Huh, not true. Disembark. Nope, disembark. Ooh, it's siren time.
Wow. A lot going on over there. Hot damn.
Yes, can't do it if you feel like. So they have to get out. And I mean, I guess they're kind of much the same. They get out and they go 10 or advance. Okay, they go further if they don't. Okay, I guess I'll leave this here for now. It would still land in that rough area, depending on the nature of my plan here. Versus landing down here.
Someone's in trouble.
Like this.
That's a fair warning to everyone who's playing Death Guard right now. Pre-nerf Death Guard, you're on the list.
Like this.
The authorities are looking for you.
So we get a handful of guys in there. You don't need that many, I suppose, but only a handful. Okay, so I do need to remove this. And these guys need to take a token to move extra far. And advance. Advance. They're on 13. And go all the way up to here. Their maximum. They can melt this guy if they really want to. They want to chop this guy. They respect him. Gotta respect your bloat drone friends. And 13. We go 8. And then 5. We go 8. 9. And then 4. I'll put you out of melta range. You go 13 directly forwards. And that's probably everyone who's going to get in melta range. You go like 10 and then 3. Yeah, so we have 2 in melta range there. And these guys would all be back here. And they'll come back a little bit. We just want the 2 that were in melta range and melta range. And everyone else can not be in melta range, and that's fine. They'll melt to somebody else.
Not my neutron, no. Don't do it.
You can go over here. And then like
My Blowtron has a family.
and other blowtrons that must also be destroyed.
Whoa.
This doesn't excite me too much.
Zach calling for literal genocide over here.
Back.
Yucky.
And then back. And then hang out over here. Neat. Alrighty. These guys are going to want to pop out and go somewhere. We'll figure out where they can go.
The Choo Choo Flagon Express.
The hashtag Choo Choo Flagon Express. You got it. 3 inches. Inches. Oh, there's a big fire or something going on. I don't know if you guys can hear the sirens.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we got him over here. We'll have to deal with that blow drone. If
Do something like that.
Zach wants to get back in that transport.
They're advanced plus move.
If the wave serpent
Minimum 8
remains engaged here, you can't re-embark the transport
here.
if it's currently in melee.
I'll throw a couple guys. Depends on their advance though.
But that is a critical mass of fire dragons that may be able to clear out the vehicles at the front here. Although the question is whether or not he's more worried about dealing with the plague bush crawlers.
So I think, I mean, the Overwatches here are actually pretty bad. You're just kind of raw dogging it. Do you strike by spores when you Overwatch?
No.
Falcon still kicking though in the back line here, which is pretty wild.
So they'll take extra movement and advance. Well,
The sirens are on brand for literal fire dragons. It's true. The fire department over there, they heard what's going on in the stable.
On them.
They said, "Hey
Need more
guys,
information elsewhere for
you need a marshal on site if you're gonna do this much arson in one spot."
To do 9. And if you want to go in, I guess you kind of can't. Onto these guys quite yet. And up to there, that seems fine. Moves it up to here. And then you'll go out to here. And you're finished over here.
Oh, you're so right, Chan. Yeah, there isn't a restriction on embarking and engaged transport. That's my bad.
Distraction. It's really fun to get shot. There's other people to worry about. And then 2 inches.
Because why impose restrictions on transport units? Am I right, chat?
And then that's 9. And this is 9. You'll walk back to here. And 2 inches over there. Have some stuff going on there. That's decent. And then you guys want to move. You can take a token for speed if you want. Go 9. So I guess there's an open question about why.
Landon, thank you for the membership. Appreciate that, bud.
And punishment screen because you guys were chosen as the villains. You can be back here. And you can be like back here and get 9 stuff with you. Sounds good. You need 48, which you have. You need 36, which you have. You need to be coherent. It's a 6-man squad, so it is coherent with one dude. And then I have a Falcone bro who wants to move. You can go 14 or 17. So he'll go this direction, take a token, 17, 15 pivot.
Cody with the gifted memberships as well. Hot damn, chat. Styrofoam 12,
here.
Michael, VTS5, Wouter.
Get a nice shot at this man.
Wouter is just posting, actually, but thank you for joining the membership also.
Clean the cover.
Ethereum Fox,
Matter.
congratulations on getting the memberships. Thank you so much for the gifted there. I appreciate that. The support is
And then
greatly appreciated.
there's plenty of options for deep strikes, but we'll see where that goes. Lucas has to get busy doing stuff. She can move. I'm gonna down her other squad so I don't confuse
Sorry,
them.
did you place these banners here?
Yes, I placed the
Mark
banner to do Mark for Death.
Yeah, sorry. I think Mr. Harvey, I said the tally man, not the Lord of Violence, but
Gotcha, the telling that. Sure.
yeah.
She can go up here. That seems fine with me. Some options. For speed 10. Alright, these warp spiders that aren't her, I guess, should start by warp jumping. You get to respect. Whoa, that's. I'll figure it out myself, I suppose.
Space doesn't actually work.
Yeah, you can go like 24. I use my own 1 inch to figure it out. Something like that. And then like 24. Something like this.
Yeah, probably not gonna.
Not coherent there. Seems not amazing to me. So they probably don't warp jump and just walk there very sadly. They can just go 12 to here. And they would like to take a token down to 2. And go a little further. For whose they don't charge though. I guess not that the token lost. So they'll swiffer. And they're going to make this charge, so that's no problem. Yeah, I guess they don't need a token. And you can just get all holding on the terrain for shooting purposes. It's also 3 tokens. Take a try with them. And Lycus wants to move.
Might be able to knock the
Have like a flamer.
He does, yeah.
Plague viewer.
the wounded Vihaler there. We do have the non-attached XR, does have the Death Weaver attack, so he's got another D6 twin length shots in addition to the higher strength rifle.
That's what happens. It's like
Whereas Lycus's XR has
anti-2
the Power Blade Array, so the twin length lethal hit melee weapon.
will not kill Lycus for sure. So she can go 12. Up to there.
Obviously makes a nice little sort of combat brick here. But again, Zach being very careful not to accidentally kill his unit with a flicker
I
jump.
don't care about you. It'll be a question.
Since an unfortunate roll on the flicker jump there could actually remove Lycus's ability to charge, which is a disaster if you do end up rolling that.
There. Open the deep strike spot here, but I mean, that's fine. I don't have the models to really stop you. Neat. I think actually, look at this Falcon, I realize he probably needs to be in a slightly back spot. I think he'll go back and rotate. That doesn't really help him a ton. It's kind of in the way of where Eldrad's probably going to want to land. Figure your Eldrat out here. He's going to come in over here. Going to want to not point at much of anything. Maybe point at this guy. 18. Point at you there. Point at that guy. And then I want all the flamers to be able to shoot Poxwalkers. I guess it doesn't really stop me. Now this is a like 300 something point unit shooting Poxwalkers, but sometimes that's what happens, you know? Sometimes you wake up one day and you have to kill Poxwalkers. That's life, bro. That's life. All my Warlock buddies, my 2 Flamer buddies. I'll get LOS from this Poxwalker. I guess it's kind of the back Poxwalker. I need to remove the no, where is it? Strat reserves, so I can see line of sight. We'll have some in, some out here. I'm gonna remove this Falcon, but I think its position doesn't super matter, and then I can more clearly see line of sight. Is that alright with you?
Yeah, sure.
Sounds good. I'll put it over here for now. And get like this guy line of sight. Just like right here. Oops, right here. Oh, that's annoying. And like this guy's line of sight. It's like a little simpler. It's like right out here. The range is of course an issue. So we have line of sight, but not necessarily range.
That is going to be a good pickup. I don't know if, outside of the 6-inch deep strike potential,
not my dude.
I don't know if anything's really threatening this objective on the
for sure.
Death Guard side moving into bottom of turn here. If something can get up and infect the units up here,
that guy. And this guy.
Maybe if this blow drone lives and falls back forward into this position to drop an affliction aura over there to allow a Death Guard Terminator to drop, that could help out. But it seems to me like this objective is going to be solidly under Eldar control moving forward, which is going to be a big deal, especially because I guess the objective in the corner here is being held down by Poxwalkers. But there is the potential that Lycus turns around and tries to fight them.
Get my strat reserves back. Could be over here. If I shoot this guy, point it in, of course. I think it's okay. I think we gotta stick with this plan. Do the best we can. We want you to be here. Able to see. That means these guys back up. You back up to your minimum amount. You get range. You get range. So we can get these 3 shooting, I think, and everyone else is going to be SOL. Drop the giant ass squad in here.
It's pretty cool being able to see
how many able to see. Sorry, shoot.
A little cutaway here to the second game.
Which was this guy able to draw line of sight to?
As we're drawing our line of sight right now.
Off of the blue line right there.
Okay, yeah, he's on that. Well, that's not the right line. That's the blue line for this. This is his blue line here.
Yeah, so this line right there. So he's got a spear extending over the blue.
Oh
line.
yeah, spear. Yeah, cool. Yeah.
I think everyone else is screwed though.
Yep. Look good to me there.
Sounds good.
The old line of sight off the spear, chance.
And I guess a lot of melt a guy in front for fun. Because issues, as you have just noticed.
Looks like a light Nemo going first in our second game.
That'll be their plan to come in there.
A very light turn 1. And Longship about to
Cool.
push with his Cerastus Atropos
And then
to start with,
future
keeping his battle cannon and Gatling cannon knights relatively far back.
and they're going to go minimum 8. I think they'll turn off Overwatch. I think that's safer. Throw in advance. They are going to minimum only 8.
Let them go. Big zooms.
I don't know. I don't believe these objectives start in range to be obsect off the rip here, chat.
We have
Because he's strategic reserving in,
Super
can't
happy.
shuffle models over there. The objective's too far away from the deployment line.
Do I have to re-roll that? They can't get in the transport to re-roll it. Terrible. I need to roll higher than that. This transport falls back.
Yeah, this only being turn 2 is absolutely, absolutely wild for this matchup. This is top of 2 as well. The players have played 3 turns of 40k
And then just
in about an hour and a half.
6. So like,
But we do need all the time in the world here because each of these movements is incredibly crucial.
Yep, looks good to me.
And then we'll shoot the people.
All right.
Any of the objectives that are 10 inches off the table edge are uninteractable by strat reserves. It's when they go to 8 inches or closer off the table edge, then you can strat reserve onto them.
3d6 plus 2 each. Oop, got. So that's.
Or I guess within 9 inches or closer, technically, but I don't believe there's any 9 inches off table edges in CA 2025.
Or AP1.
Yep, so I'll go straight through. All my final pain will kill 4.
Neat. And then we'll do these dragons.
That's going to threaten a pretty disgusting Overwatch in that unit, too, if they attempt to push forward and take the objective.
So,
Not to mention that the Rangers can reactive move to put more bodies on it as well.
Into the blood
To
round.
try to retain it.
On 3s. Rerolling. And then because they were pointed at by Eldrad on 3s. Rerolling. Good for 3 saves.
oh, 5 ups. Fail 2.
Damage is 7 plus
Yep, you got
6 for enough.
Does not explode.
All right.
And we have 2 in melt range shooting the Plague Burst Crawler.
Goodbye, bloat drone.
Rerolling. And then I could flip here, or I could flip later. So I'm getting kind of the same odds either way. They'll flip here, and then go to wound. Rerolling. And you 2 saves.
Cool. Fail both.
Damage is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Cool. Does he explode? He does. That's neat.
Uh-oh.
Interesting.
I'll take a few models on mine for. Alright, so Viking squad. Take 3.
Ow. 1, 2. Exarch.
Other fire dragons. Take 2.
1, 2.
Spawner out, so he's out. Okay, so Blighthauler. Take 1.
Rude.
Plague Burst. Take 2. Tallyman, I think the last one. Take 1.
Well, that was not my favorite.
Yeah, I'll take it. That seems great.
Cool. Then we'll do
Ouchie.
squad. They have 1 Melta guy up there. And no one else, which I hate. I could have. Do you mind if I put these guys? Could have gotten into melt range. Mind if I put them there or no?
Which one? Sorry.
The guys that are range 12. They could just be here.
Because what's the last height? I guess the last height. Yeah, this is the same movement and characteristic. That's fine. Yeah. I guess I can't probably do the last height though.
Yeah, just get you out here. This is what this looks like. If that's all right. You let me know.
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Neat. I guess we should do.
I guess sorry. Yes. Yeah, fine, because well, you could do that right, just normal move, but this guy had to disembark differently, right? Because or was he able to reach it with just moving 8? Because he disembarked back next to Fagan.
Yeah, I mean they just have to disembark and move. I mean I don't know their original positions, which is the problem here, but
yeah, sure. It's you know it's fine. Yeah,
we disembark guys up here, so we should be able to get with 8 here, right?
Yep, you're good.
Either way, we'll do Moggen Rock because we'll learn some stuff from shooting this Plague Burst Crawler.
Mm-hmm.
They shoot a missile launcher on 3s.
There's a Falcon here, right?
2s actually. Oh yes, there is.
I'll make sure that we reestablish that game state before we get too far.
Yeah. The missile launcher misses, hence the name.
Yeah,
launchers.
that flank looks really empty. I thought there were models there
Twice,
a
82
moment
no
ago.
cover.
Cool. Fail 1, take 3 damage.
Yep. Moggen Raw. Do you take mortals on a 5-up? No. And then this one Tallyman on a 5-up? Yes. And then we do that at the end. He rolls 5 attacks, 6 attacks, double check. 6 attacks, hitting on 2s, 2 misses, wounding on 5s. Uses 1 flip here to hand you a dev and a save at AP2 ignores cover.
Take 4 damage.
4 total damage. Forces you to take a battle shock at -1 if that comes up. I doubt it.
Yeah. He's shocked, I guess. Cloud operating.
Could be relevant for smoke screen, I suppose.
Yeah, he's 6. He's fine.
Well, he's -1, right? So.
Oh, you're right. Yep, you're right. And then onto the Tallyman, mortals. It's only 2. No. And that's them done. The Falcon shoots over here with a Bright Lance and a Pulse Laser. He'll shoot here with his Shuriken Cannon.
Oh, they don't have smoke. Excuse me, chat.
Shuriken Cannon on 3s. 1 miss or 1 hit.
It does seem sort of random. Which
One
Nurgle
on
vehicles do you have? I
fuckers.
just double checked.
Just 1.
I know the Blight Haulers
I
do.
guess
Kills the Boxwalker.
Assumed that the Plague Burst Crawlers do, but I guess that's not true.
Into the Plague Burst Crawler on 3s. It misses again. And the Pulse Laser misses once. Wounds on 5s. Doesn't wound. Sad Falcon, you're always terrible.
They're just waiting. Fucking Warship, I guess.
Yep, and then Fuegan goes last year. And he'll
Can't talk down about that Falcon. That thing shot for like
the guys who can
7
Delta,
damage last year.
Delta dudes.
Who's chilling on the Death Guard home objective? There's a Tallyman over here, generating some command points.
Split 10 and
Just
5.
vibing.
So 1, 2, 3, 4 go into this guy, and then 2 into this guy.
Sound good?
The guys who are standing up will
A
go
very
to the-
classic Death Guard home objective holder, because he will just generate you passive CP over the course of the game.
Start with Fuegan, hitting on a 2, wounding on a 3, good for a save.
Cool. We pass.
No. And then the Exarch misses, rerolls, hits, wounding on a 3, good for a save.
Mr. Tallyman only he took 3, so he's down to 1.
Guy, hitting on a 3,
So he could
Wounded
fail,
5,
although the
rerolling.
PBCs are on the objective, so if they live, then
and
he's
then he
looking
will flip
okay.
for 6 to hand you another save.
We fail.
Good for damage. Damage is 3. That's going to be 6. We could re-roll. And we're all about the value, so we will. End up with 9. That's good value. And then we have 2 more Melta guys to shoot that are not Melta-ing, I should say, on 3s. And then on 5s, re-rolling. And I should have slow rolled this because it's the exact reason you do this. But I need to flip now if I want to hand you 2 saves.
Flip now or forever hold your peace.
And then you maybe live. And then I have.
Yeah, the reason for that, folks who are wondering in the chat, is
You do have a CP.
the fast dice roll rules allow you to fast dice roll in cases where the order of the attacks don't matter.
Okay.
In this case, because we want to resolve the save characteristic
It
and
was a wonderful time.
and
I don't
view
think I
damage
used
before we
that.
decide the
That's
next
all, but
attack
buddy.
sequence. The next attack in the sequence, you do have to slow roll the
Yeah,
attacks
it's
because you
really
have gained
bad.
additional information.
Alright.
There's sparks everywhere.
Essentially, fast dice rolling largely
And that was-
doesn't allow a lot of types of manipulation.
This guy, he's probably actually in range because I think
The reason is that
Yes,
Zach
exactly.
wants to know how much damage the first saving throw would result in before he determines the second flip, which means the order has to be rolled.
takes 3.
Otherwise, you can just flip after rolling the normal way.
No, don't make me lose a game because I explode twice.
I think they should remove from the game.
Really?
Oh no! The Tallyman goes down to explosions. Was that a trio?
Knight.
A little Nurgle trio?
Take 3.
No cheat.
Damn it.
And then I have the 4 guys
Oh,
shooting at the
jeez, chat.
roller, hitting on 3s, re-rolling.
Very karma for Plague Burst Crawlers is true.
5s,
I need this guy to live now.
1 save.
Hey, faster. No,
Well.
listen to that.
You only failed like 2, but that's all you need. Interesting. Well, I don't love that, but I guess
I don't know. I don't know if Zach could be that upset about that situation.
Go.
Isaac just killed his own tally, man.
This clutch of war spiders runs at full health to the spawn.
Does the Death Guard army need to try to table the enemy to win? In this situation, it's looking like it.
On 5s to lynch.
The Death Guard army, generally speaking, I mean, it's very offensively oriented, but it has so many individual units. Its table presence is usually very high. It is very impressive.
Take 1.
Cool. And then I have a strength 5. 3 T6, 3 special.
T7.
So 1 shot there. And then I can just do the rest of the 4 with them because they're all going to be winning on 5s. For 16 plus 1, so 17 total shots. 14, 15, 16, 17 on 5s. And then we'll use their flip here to hand you 6 saves. Give you 1 indoors cover.
Sorry, let's press it. Yeah, I did the wrong button, yeah. Take 5. So, kills the spawn. The spawn takes 2.
Neat. And then we'll do Lickus.
Yeah, this has been phenomenal. This may be breaking here, chat. May put
friends, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Zach
with a gun.
into the finals, but again, it is only turn 2.
We'll go ahead and do the spawn as well.
It is battle round 2, so there's so much 40k to play. Although the downside is that Death Guard are very quickly running out of units to play with. Aeldari just use their ability to take pieces without reciprocating perfectly.
Big 0.
Neat. And then the other guy, 5 attacks on 5s. Nothing. Actually, should have flipped earlier, but it doesn't matter. So nothing. And that's also shooting. We'll do some charging. Once CP is locked in. Lickus will charge both these bros. Boop. 679 should be fine. No heroics coming in or anything that's interesting, so she'll end up over here. It seems like probably not quite able to fight both. The Exarch wants to be in over here. And she wants a 1-inch circle on her. Meant to be like in here or something, but I think that's not quite. I'm going to cut it for both options. So we'll send you here. I guess that when they base to base each other, that allows them to do it. Neat. Yep. And then these guys will charge the despoiler. 7. They want to go along here. And they can do this. I want to be maybe closer here. I think it's fine if this guy gets in here. I know he's got a power fist, but it's okay. So I want to get further away from these dudes. Sure. And you can power fist me if you want.
Yeah, I'll power fist you.
Cool.
God damn it.
Got exploded on. God, I can't power fist.
Yeah. I think that's probably game, to be honest, but we'll see.
Touching the knight is bad.
Yeah, it does seem very uphill for Commander Chacha right now.
About it. This Falcon needs to charge. She'll charge the Foxwalkers. 10, I need to pass the time back to me. 10. Should be plenty to get in over here. And like coming over here. Touch them over there. Leave some room for these guys to attempt to charge. They need their big charge. 5, 7, 8. It's not enough. And then that's all the charges. We do some fighting about it. Lickus and her friends go. This lone guy has to punch the Chaos Spawn. This guy sends all of his attacks into the Mephitic. Lickus sends her damaged 2s into the... She'll go 2 damaged 2s here. She'll go only 1. 1 damage 2 there, the rest here. So we'll start with the Exarch with his 10 attacks. 10 attacks. Hitting on 3s. And 6s are lethal. Wounding on 6s. Twin Linked. He'll hand you 4 saves, AP2.
So he's on spawn, right?
This is on to the Mythic Blade Hauler, who is
Oh,
able.
by heart, cool. That's good.
And then we have Lycus. She has 1 attack going into the Mythic, everything else in the Chaos Spawn. I guess I'll do the little random guy with the slappy hands first, just to get him out of the way. He hits. He wounds once. No, you're T7. Yeah, you're T7. No, he does not wound. And then Lycus attacks the Chaos Spawn with everything but 1 attack, for which she has 5 Twin Linked attacks, hitting on 2s. And she is crit 5s here. Wounding on 5, Twin Linked. And do 3 saves, AP2. Damage 1.
Oh.
I think the 5 fails, though.
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
But not today.
Let's take 1 damage.
And then back to me. She has 4 attacks here into this guy left. On 2s. 1 miss, 1 lethal. And then she's strength 6, which I think is 5. So she'll hand you 1 more AP2
On the spawn?
on spawn.
Cool.
Damage 2.
Fails. Dies.
Neat. And then I have 1 attack into the hauler. Bam. It hits. Bam. Doesn't wound. She lives to a 6 for 1 AP2 onto the hauler.
Does it explode? She does not.
Neat.
Oh my gosh.
And then
Yeah, I think it was the double explosion. It really got me there.
you can consolidate this direction.
That's brutal, chat.
The double explosion really sucks ass.
Yeah, I think that went from this turn being pretty good to being potentially backbreaking. We do have the Deshrat Terminators to hop in. There is a lot of backline screening for Aeldari
Hands.
that could hop in and that could protect against the
Cool.
disruption in the back here.
Hilarious.
But it does feel like Commander Cha-Cha does need to sort of deal with the Fire Dragons in his face, though.
Or not.
ID spoiler.
Cool. I guess real hit because he has that.
Cool.
Oh, my roll on him. Which one? Oh, AP2.
Yeah, taking a little bit of extra damage here as well, so he's not even fresh up.
Alright. End of the fight phase. We'll hop back in with Wagon.
Oh boy.
Over to you.
Oh.
I accidentally marked for death, and Sabotage can kiss me.
I accidentally marked for death. Jesus.
And I will discard it first.
Jesus.
Because, what's his face was up this turn. I did not get one.
Storm and air
Yeah,
denial.
Despoiler's sort of locked into this position. He can shoot his sub guns into the warp spiders. He does have 18 shots from stubbers, plus the Ruin Spear rocket pod, so another 3 strength 8 AP2 D6 damage.
Ooh, I did it
So
back.
there is a reasonable chance he knocks out the warp spiders here.
Should have piled himself.
He can then fire the cannons into Lycus and try to kill them.
Yeah, I think I'm willing to concede here at this point. I
damage.
need to have, because this I either had the Night Spoiler, the heroic go off, so I could dig the Night Spoiler out.
Yeah.
If that happens, there's maybe a game here. I go out, I pop, I just delete Eldrad, hope I pray, live Fleegan's shooting, and then kill Fleegan next turn.
Accidentally marked for death.
This guy randomly taking 6 damage though is also bad.
Yep. But yeah,
Fair enough.
yeah, because I just don't think there's a path here.
I think that's probably a correct analysis from Isaac here.
Because the Blighthauler, if he was still alive,
Especially because we are almost 2 hours into gameplay.
and
we're
extra CP,
3 turns.
I think there's a world where this can still happen.
That's so interesting.
I think honestly, if the Despoiler is not tagged, I think there's still a game because I can.
Yeah, the spoiler being tagged sucks ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you escape the Despoiler being locked in there. I wonder if maybe there's a universe where you hold for an ingress.
Well, I shoot him
off of the
I charge
Deshrat Terminators, but I guess there's probably no good Overwatch or heroic intervention to get in that
here.
spot over there.
They flame with these guys, charge into this Wave Serpent, try to pop the Wave Serpent. I put both my Plague towards Falcon, try to kill that Falcon. And then if the turn goes well, right, you just have Malgan Raw and Flagon, so you're only 2 units alive.
Yeah, and they'll do a lot of damage,
that
but you're gonna struggle, I think, to get all the way there.
Yep, but yeah, I can't activate anything real. Yeah, because I guess let's think here. Because what I would activate Knight into Lycus, kill the Warp Spiders him. Yeah.
Wagon being unmolested
Mm.
Eldred is tough, I think.
I don't know. I guess I'll rule out this turn just to see if I
Sure.
randomly like spike a bazillion things, but
Sure.
yeah, I don't see this is really a path.
Yeah, fighting for the tournament life here. If
Roll maximum shots on every
Isaac
that
goes
roll.
down to this game, he is out of the event, so he
he's
might as
fine.
well roll an extra turn.
Man's got to try. I'll go to
Just
all my.
there.
Probably worth another 15 minutes of your life to see if you can remain in the event.
Play first need belt.
Oh, they only had one command point? Okay.
He fails. Cool, good job. Play first. Oh, he actually means they don't hold me home.
That does.
That's a
no.
okay. I get a 5.
Oof.
Good it. We're just trying to beat me while I'm down, I guess.
Keep command while he's down.
All right. What's the best case scenario here? Night Despoiler kills all of this stuff. We do have Contagion on the Wave Serpent, right?
Yeah. Oh, that I think that really seals it actually, because
And the Falcon.
Contagion Marine. I guess no, we get the
So the only thing you have to worry about is the Fire Dragon dropping. The Fire Dragon's 9-inch aura. If nothing can get in there to Contagion it.
These guys would go 6 inches off you, which is like there.
Eldar next for the Nerf Hammer. Yeah, I could see Warhost getting a love tap. I definitely think it's going to be really strong. Going on into post Death Guard nerf for sure. It's a good indication of why it's so effective as an army, even in these situations where.
This is probably easier.
A
little bit further back, but you're close.
In these situations where the metagame is so skewed in one direction now. It's like so fast and so flexible that sometimes you can just find outs.
Wave Fin.
But you do need to be
based on the board state.
Still, but it's not that far.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, and you should be on 7.9. Yeah,
yes.
so 7 charge.
Guns. 2 flamer guys there.
Cool. Although I will warn, if you shoot the Wave Serpent, they can run away from you.
Well, I'm not gonna shoot flamer. I would shoot the Fire Dragons.
Sounds good.
Cool. Lord of Virus is gonna.
Yeah, Warhouse counters might hop out. Yeah, I can see that definitely. We have seen like fast Space Marines be very strong into them. We watched an incredible game with Blood Angels into them, which was like an absolute
big guns there.
absolute showcase of
the non-blast.
how to play aggressive melee. I have played it several times with Salamanders as well, and actually feels pretty good. It seems like it does struggle a little bit into Marine profiles.
When you on 2s. All right, 14 saves on Lycus.
40 roll.
AP1.
1. They're all 3 ups, right? Because I'm in cover. So 1, 2, kills her 2 companions, and then she takes no damage.
Cool. I guess.
And then I think I probably run the here. And I'll just token.
Lycus lived from the despoiler shot? Oh, no. It's all going downhill already.
Here and get shot kind of anyways. Yeah, it doesn't actually help her. No, she'll still be shooting. I guess she's getting flamered. Kind of it, though. You have other options. Still holds the Wave Serpent for options. Holds these guys. Yeah, no, I'll actually not do it. Keep going.
Yeah, I know Zach said he's not very happy with this list. He doesn't feel like it has enough unit count or disruption.
Delete the 5. This is
so I imagine that
if you roll it,
assuming Zach does take this down, once we get to elimination stage, he'll run a slightly different list.
The Warfighters.
Cool. Exarch last. Kills him.
Cool. 2 flamers over here, which is actually 3 because this AP has 3 shots. 14. 11 saves, AP0.
What's the strength? I think it's 4s, right?
Well, strength 3 or T3.
This Licht archetype is dead. Yeah, I don't
Oh, yeah,
disagree.
sure.
Neat.
Right, not working.
I think the I mean this list in particular went up, you know, like close to 300 points,
yeah,
right?
kills him.
An immense amount.
All right, let's do.
Guess what we could see is a charge on Lycus here and a tank shock to try to kill her. It might be tough though.
Neat.
3 shots, gaming.
Gaming.
2 hits, 2 wounds on Lycus.
Cool. She remains A-okay for some reason.
Cool.
And now
Like
she may be that way, because this guy can flame her, but down that line, I imagine I guess I don't care about the one flamer. It's just be a charge and a tank shock. Yep, she'll run away. And 1, she'll go D6 plus 2. She'll go 7 inches.
No Lycus.
Hang on this objective. 7 over here.
Brutal. Just leaves. Refuses to elaborate, leaves. Oh boy.
Shoot. Shoot everything into the Falcon there.
You got it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, actually, I would go back because you moved. Hold back there, but that's fine. You could have moved. Laser cannons both hit. Not bad. 1 laser cannon wound.
You got it. Fails.
Be funny. 7 damage.
7 damage
I guess
puts
that's
the
the
Falcon down to
blast
1.
somewhere
Dang.
else because it can't go to him.
Yeah, go heal up.
I guess we'll do raw, sure.
Sounds good.
And then stubbers into.
Yeah, we'll see if the objective remains controlled here. There's a non-zero chance that if the Death Shroud hit their charge, they just take it back.
Takes it in.
Because they'll kill the Wave Serpent, I imagine.
Explode.
Zach will disembark out of range, and they'll just go to the objective. We'll see, though.
All right, and then into raw. Do I strike you by spores? Nope. Do I strike Aeldari by spores? Nope. Actually, no, 6. Yeah, no. Right. And then more 8 shots.
17-man squad.
Cool. I can actually see you hit on 3s. Cool. 3 saves at AP.
Regular
effectively.
dudes. Kills 1.
Sorry, not Eldred. It's a Reaper.
Oh, my bad.
Wow. Yeah.
I thought you wanted the Belast. He's not a 17-man squad. Kills 1.
Yep. Cool.
Death Shroud terminating it, not killing a Wave
Shroud
Serpent.
into
Bold.
Wave Serpent.
See if they make the charge.
AP reroll it.
Oh, no! They had to deploy too far back because the Fire
I'm
Dragon
fine.
over there.
Fail that charge. I'm fine.
That charge,
Oh, and then that's a...
Yep.
Yeah, breaks out of 15 for Eldar. That's...
If
unfortunate.
yeah, if I had like one, if I had one player
like
crawler,
You were right, Chan. They would just fail the charge. That does not constitute a kill.
So you have like
Yeah,
one player
go up
crawler.
the road to these guys instead. Obviously, the
Yeah, but
distance.
you were out of 6. Yeah, so that was what I was planning on doing. But you were out of 6, so I couldn't.
Yeah, I mean, I could have opened it. I had to open it to 1, but it could have been the Lord of Violence with his like 5 Power Fist attacks, or these guys. And I think these guys actually might be better because not all of them are gonna make it in.
It's swingy.
Yeah.
It depends on how large a heroic I roll with them.
Yeah,
I was planning
If they
to
all
do
get in, it's actually
Power
very
Fist.
bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I think if you don't have the double explosion or the spoiler is able to get out tagged, I think there's a game.
Different experience.
I
Yeah.
think it's a close game still. I think because you still have Fuegan, and Raw, and Fuegan by himself can do quite a bit.
Yeah, I think it's probably a matter of like if Fuegan can make it into the despoiler and like kill the despoiler and end like here. I don't think we're in terrible shape. I don't know whether he can make it to these guys. I guess if they make their charge, they're like here, and these guys like walk up here and try and get them, and whatever happens, happens. Which is interesting, but it's definitely a game.
Oof. You hate to see it, Chant.
Yeah, well, I think score doesn't really matter.
The GG off of a failed 6 rerollable.
So yeah.
Oh boy.
I think Trevor can tell us if we want an exact score, but I don't think we need it.
Yeah, it's not necessary. Just to
Cool.
win loss.
Oh, well, I think that's it then.
What do you think about the new death card changes?
That's fine. Death Guard's still probably, I don't know, top 3, top 5 army. I don't know. They're good.
Yeah, it's still pretty scary if you just like drop this to spoiler and get another like medium to small thing, right? Like that's still good.
I'm on. You definitely run Virulent now, not Hammer. Hammer just loses too much because like all the PBCs go up, so you really lose the deal.
Which I think
So you just run Virulent or Champions. So.
That's why you were sticking things as you were used to the new stuff. Yeah, I don't think they're unplayable. I think they're still very, very strong. And honestly, like this knight is good into a lot of matchups, but it's very expensive. At least it used to be. And it's not always delivering the value you want it to because it's kind of controllable. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, it's kind of when things kick off, they like kick off in a really big way for it, right? But then you're always like chasing the dragon. Like I want to shoot like 40 shots at something and you hand it 22 damage.
And then like whenever like the situation is weird and it's asked to do something a little bit strange, like shoot something that's not in contagion or fall back and do something, like it can't really answer those problems.
Right.
Like giving Lycus like I know it shoots a million shots, but she gets a 2-up save and like it's only AP1 is kind of a problem.
Do you think there's an argument to strategic reserve it, or is this matchup like over too fast for that to be relevant?
I don't think there's really a point because if I'm just figuring it's not coming anywhere like super relevant,
right?
Because if I'm playing straight reserve, like he just holds the Corsair Reavers like in this corner, and then I have to come back like all the way over here, or like all the way over here, and like I don't get like any good sights.
And I'm because of the Plagueburst Crawlers, really incentivized to go in this matchup.
Right.
You further value going first on turn 1 and just all inning.
Yeah.
You probably should.
That's fair.
I kind of thought it would deploy 10 inches off from the line here. So like the line here, like it needs to be, and then 10 inches backwards. Makes it kind of hard to kill on turn 1. Although I still can get some, so I could scratch it to like 10 damage to it maybe. That's not great, but I think it's probably worth it.
Yeah. Well, thanks for gaming. Good luck next round.
Yeah, thanks for playing.
Yeah, thanks for the game, you two. And Zach, congratulations on taking it down. I hope I wish you good luck in your elimination rounds.
Yeah, I need to redesign this list. I need to get this stupid Franken unit.
The Aeldari unit?
Yeah.
It's so big, though. It's so many boys. Like all his boys.
Oh, like it can up you downing, and it doesn't matter that it's range 12. And like then it does like this thing where like 3 guys shoot, and it's like that wasn't worth 300 points or something.
Right, and it also costs you 2 command points up down it, right? Because then Eldrad doesn't.
Yes, that is the secret thing that I didn't fully realize when I started.
I used to do the same thing with Marni's Calgar, and it's the same interaction.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I made that mistake before.
You basically rapid ingress for free because you rapid ingress and then got an extra CP. If you started them in reserve.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah, but you could also just have an extra CP from turn 1 if you just started them. Didn't reserve them at all. Yeah. For sure.
I agree.
Cool.
Any questions for you?
I think that is it. Yeah, I don't have anything from the chat. I think we're gonna go hop over into our other game, which is currently ongoing.
Ooh,
so
double feature.
I know. 2 streams back to back.
All right. Well, then I'll let you go.
Pretty good stuff. Yeah. Thanks, Zach. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your evening, and we'll be in touch about your next round.
Likewise. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, chance. I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. What I will do is I'll have it redirect you to the other stream. Turn that down. Go ahead and redirect you to the other stream. I'm going to hop on my microphone there. It's gonna require me to replace some things. But I will go ahead and set that up momentarily, and then I'll be on with commentary in that game. It's over on my other machine currently running. But we will go ahead. Short and sweet game. Yeah, still 2 hours though. Short in terms of rounds, maybe not in terms of time. But it turns out, like they said, I think this is definitely one of those games where the game's going to be over one way or another very quickly. So thanks everyone for watching this one. I'm going to go ahead and pop off and send you over to the other one, and I will see you there in probably 5 minutes or so. Cheers, everyone. Keep it classy, and I'll see you in a moment.